This is the AEW Collision October 21, 2023 full show results video which takes place at FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee. The show started with a dream match between Bryan Danielson vs Andrade, and the result of this match was Bryan Danielson defeated Andrade by pinfall after a series of reversal pinfall attempts. It was Bryan who finally rolled into one that kept Andrade's shoulders to the mat for the 3 count. After the match, they shook hands and Andrade raised Danielson's arm to the sky. Then, the lights went out as Bryan was up on the second rope celebrating. When they came back up, Malakai Black was in the ring and he laid out Danielson with the Black Massachusetts. Holy shit chants rang out, BCC hit the ring to help Danielson and the lights went out again, and Black was gone when they came back up. A video of Darby Allin talking about Nick Wayne asking him why fans hate him so much, and he said he told Wayne not to listen to a single word the fans say because on his deathbed none of their words would matter. But he listened anyway, and look at what has happened now, and he'll be on Dynamite this coming Wednesday, and if Wayne wants to say something, come there and do it. The next match happened between Sky Blue vs Hollywood Haley, and the result of this match was Sky Blue defeated Hollywood Haley by pinfall. The next match happened between the Guns vs the Outrunners, and the result of this match was the Guns defeated the Outrunners by pinfall. Kevin Kelly called this a mission statement from the Guns, that they want to be draped in gold and this is taking them towards that goal, and the light goes off. The devil is here, and the lights go back up and Jay White is spooked in the ring, demanding answers. The fans start chanting for MJF, and the Guns in White head for the back with White saying we're not falling for that. Orange Cassidy is interviewed backstage, and Chris Statlander shows up in the frame and says she needs to get ready and she needs a pump, so does she mind? She picks Lexi up and starts doing squats with her. Then we saw the Memphis Street fight between Jeff Jarrett vs Eddie Kingston, and the result of this match was Jeff Jarrett defeated Eddie Kingston by pinfall when the numbers got to be too much and the heels overwhelmed him, as Kingston just ate a bunch of finishers one right after the other. Mercifully, the referee counted him down when it was all over. The acclaimed interview by Lexi. Max Caster tries a pickup line on Lexi and she gets upset about it, and Daddy Ass and Anthony Bowens push him off and apologize to her. They say they've been champions for 55 days and have no plans to lose the titles anytime soon, and Daddy Magic was called a baked potato, and when Cool Hand is done cooling his hand he's going to get his ass lit up. Then Hot and Flexible rings out over the speakers and it is indeed none other than CJ Perry. She walks out waving to everyone and takes a seat ringside for the following match. The next match happened between Miro vs Action Andretti, and the result of this match was Miro defeated Action Andretti by submission when Action back to the high flying, but when he went to slam him, Miro rolled off and actually called the game this time. Perry was shown applauding her husband, and Miro stood over Andretti and looked down at him before bailing out of the ring. Daddy Magic and Cool Hand on with Anna Jay, and Lexi asks if they're on the same page and they get upset about being asked this, claiming they are indeed all on the same page. They end up arguing anyway. Ruby Soho comes in to be interviewed, and she says everyone seems to think they deserve a championship, but you know who actually deserves one? Ruby Soho. She's laying down the gauntlet, and she's going to become a champion because it's what she deserves. Backstage, and Eddie Kingston is being tended to by medical staff. He asks them for a minute and says he made Jay Lethal jump through hoops for this title shot because he calls a man who isn't family his uncle. He used to really love this business, but then he went and started hanging with the Carney Jarrett. He used to hang with Jay, but now Lethal is not a man anymore. He's not even a pro wrestler anymore. He's Jeff Jarrett's little bitch. He says don't bring his family to their fight, people he knows, and it's going to hurt him a lot to have to beat him down in front of them. His mother is going to cry for him, but not because he's getting beaten, but because he deserves it. Then we saw a match between FTR vs Bad Thad Brown and Darian Bankston, and the result of this match was ended in no contest because the House of Black attacked on FTR, and they leaves FTR laid out in the ring. In the main event of the show, we saw a tag team match between Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli vs Ricky Starks and Big Bill for the AEW Tag Team Championship, and the result of this match was Ricky Starks and Big Bill defeated Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli by pinfall. After the match, House of Black made like they were going to circle around the tag champions, but instead put the boots to Yuta. Bryan Danielson hit the ring to try to help his teammate out, but he just ran into a beatdown of his own, and FTR showed up to try to help as well, and they, too, got the boots taken to them. Finally, Wild Thing hit the speakers and Jon Moxley walked in through the crowd to a big pop. He got mobbed going into the ring, but the babyfaces all came alive at the right time and finally it was equal. The heels were sent out, and Starks was left alone to take another swing, and the AEW Collision goes off the air.